Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here then hi! I'm doing a watercolour and I'm not using pencil, which is kind of scary because I like to see where I'm going and I can't see anything in this, and it's thanks to Golden Spudlet for their idea, because I asked for advice and she came up with this, and it's going to be Frederick the frog in the junkyard. Yeah. Like I said, I can't see what I'm doing. I'm winging it. I'm no expert with watercolours, but I know that if you put water where you think you're going to paint, but leave the bit that you don't want painted dry, then the paint won't go over onto the dry bit, which is good, because I wanted to put a moon up in the sky and paint it later. So I'm doing different tones of blue and washing it out with more water to get it to be lighter. And I'm not sure I like this paper. It's from the Works and it's cheap. It's £4 for a pack of 16 pages, I think. And this does not soak up the paper and make it bevel. I mean, I've got it taped down and it still kind of came up off the mat. So, they're the ones I get from Temu, I must admit. But I need to get bigger sheets if I'm going to keep trying these. I put my frog in, just a basic frog, just to start off with, so I know where it is. And I'll tweak about with it later on. And because it's Frederick, I'm going to tell you a little bit more of his story. Frederick wasn't like the other frogs in the pond. While they leapt after flies and dozed on lily pads, Frederick spent his evenings hopping through the old junkyard at the edge of the woods. It wasn't scary to him. It was magical. Rusty spoons became silver sceptres. Broken teacups whispered stories of tea parties long forgotten. And one moonlit night, Frederick found it. A chipped porcelain teacup, nestled between moss and metal springs. It was just the right size for a frog with big dreams. He dragged it home, polished it with a dandelion puff, and filled it with treasures. A thimble for a throne, a button rug, and a tiny lantern made from a bottle cap glow bug light. Frederick's teacup became a home, not just for him, for his stories. He welcomed wandering beetles, sleepy moths, and curious mice, offering them moss tea and tales of the junkyard wonders. And every night, as the stars blinked above, Frederick would whisper to the wind, "Even the forgotten things can be loved again." Hope you like the little story. As you can see, it looks like I'm just chucking paint at it. And I am. I'm trying to layer the painting, and at the minute it looks an absolute mess. This is to say thank you to all my members, subscribers, watchers, likers, commenters. You are absolutely brilliant. Really, truly. And if it weren't for you lot, I wouldn't still be here. So thank you very much. So yeah, I let that first lot dry, and now I'm going in with my second layer. And I'm making the cloud in the sky darker, but leaving the light bit in the background. And I do like this blue. I can't tell you what any of these colours are, because that paint palette I've got is from Temu, and it's all in Chinese. Now, if anyone knew me and my kids seem to think I have oriental eyes. So they're forever calling me a chink, which is not nice, but they are gits. They are rotten little gits. And they often think I can actually translate Chinese. It's ridiculous. But we're a family of taking the mick. We are. If we're serious, there's something wrong. And we have dark humour, and our love language is mean. It really is. But it's funny. It really is funny. So I'm putting the darker shades down in between the frog to make the kind of pathway, but it's supposed to be, see, I don't like this path. But the beauty of watercolour is, if you don't like it, you can change it. And I think I'm going to eventually. Or I'm just going to leave it to say this was your first attempt of doing it without pencil and see how far I come. I don't know. I just know that I have no idea what I'm doing. So I am going to draw some cars because it's a junkyard. I have no perspective with a paintbrush. It's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, watercolours, you can do a hint of something and you know what it is. So I've kind of got away with it. Just a little bit. And, I don't know. My cars are not good. They really aren't good. I'm more of a technical kind of drawer. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. I think I just go with the flow and how I feel at the time. There's no right or wrong to art anyway. Doesn't matter what you do. I mean, some people say you have to do things this way and that way, and then, well, what's the fun in that? Why do you have to learn to do art? Art is subjective. It's something that we all can do, and we're all creative. And it doesn't matter what medium you use. Do it your own way. And practice. Just keep practicing. I mean, what I think is absolute rubbish, somebody might think is absolutely brilliant. But we all see our own work as absolute trash sometimes. But how do you learn to get better if you don't keep going? So, yeah, I may not like this painting, but I'm pleased with how it came out, if that makes sense. Like I said, I like pencil. I like to see what I'm doing. And I could not. And I had to just keep thinking on my toes, basically. What shall I put here? Oh, what shall I put there? And where's the light coming from? And I mean, some of my perspectives are completely out. But it's whimsical, it's cute, it's not perfect. And you don't need to be. You don't need to be perfect. Nobody needs to be perfect. And if that's what you're striving for, you're never going to get there. Because all you're going to do is think, I should do this, I should do that, I should make this better. And it just makes you miserable. So if you're going to do art of any form, just be free at it. Just enjoy it. Just learn from your mistakes and keep on going. I mean, art could be poetry. It could be writing manuals. You've got to put some sort of effort into that, being creative. It could be resin. It could be putting pieces of rubbish together and seeing what you can make out of it, which is what Frederick is all about. You can make art with anything and everything. Art in how you plant your garden, how you write an email can be creative. It could be absolutely anything. And don't get bogged down with what you should do. Just do and enjoy it. And I think I'm repeating myself now. Anyway, the tape I've got round is to hold it down, but eventually I have to peel that off. I was too lazy to get the heat gun out to pull it off, so it's kind of caught the paper a bit. It's not too bad. It's not ripped it. It's just not brilliant. Now, also, when this painting dries, it is very warped. So the trick to that is turn it over, wet the back, and put something on the top until it's dry. And then it comes out really flat. And perfect. It's great. No bobbly bits, no warped bits. It's just a flat piece of paper again. Don't put the water on the actual painted side. That just activates the paint and it'll just make it a mess. So always on the back. And to be fair, I was a little bit worried with this being cheap paper, but it worked. It stopped all that warpedness. Now I am using this black as a pencil to draw with, and you can see the dark lines, but it does fade. Whatever you paint will dry a couple of shades lighter. Now, I think I'm done with the background. I think. I do go in later on and add a few more black lines just to emphasise a few bits and bobs. And I am going to use some watercolour white. Now, a lot of people say you don't need to use white, you just miss out the bits that you need to be left white. Well, again, do what you want. Do what calls your name. And I like my white to be in your face. And this paper, it's not in your face to me. So I decided to use the watercolour paint as is without water, just to highlight his eyes, some lights hitting the refrigerator, the car, and a few other little bits and bobs, and definitely the path, because the path's supposed to have some light and it's not really being lit up here. Now, I do make a mistake somewhere on this leg. And what I do is I wet it, then I dry my brush, and then I soak it up with the dry brush. Now you see, those eyes look really quite flat. So when I put the white spot in, it's going to be brilliant. Now, this is for the Thursday train. And along comes Dave after me, and then will be Janice and Julie E, and their links will be in the description box, and Dave will be linked up in the chat, so you know where to go next. I remembered to say it this week. Woohoo! I forget every week. So please check them out. They've got some really good stuff going on. Very good artists. This is a oil barrel. You know, those you see on films where they put wood in and then set fire to them. Them things. I think that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, there's all sorts of junk. There it is, look. I just got some brown on it and I didn't like it. So I washed it off. And then just added some bits of green. And this is my white. And I'm off screen, obviously. And then I realised, I was like, oh yeah, of course. And just put a little dot of white in the eye, and now he looks alive. Whereas he looked really flat before. So I finish off this bit with the white and the behind him on the path, just to give it a bit of highlight, that's the word I'm looking for, dear me. And if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't like this, please give me a thumbs up and comment down below. It helps our channels out so much, and we really do appreciate it when you watch all the way to the end. And well, because we need the hours, and the pictures at the end, you will see the finished piece last. So yeah, please stick around and watch it. I'd really appreciate it. And I do tweak it a little bit, so what you see here is not the finished piece, because I keep looking at the frog and thinking, you look miserable. You're not supposed to be miserable, you're supposed to be in your happy place. So yeah, watch for the glamour shots, and I shall see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.